Hello everyone, this is Reginald Stinson, Internet Success Coach out of the Nashville, Tennessee area. In this video, I am going to be giving you some facts to help you to become a success in MLM. Now, a little bit about myself. I've been in this industry since 2004. Started off slow like most people, joined a couple of programs, didn't know what I was doing. All I knew is that I wanted to be able to create an income from home. I nickel and dime my way in the industry in the earlier part of my career, joined a couple of free programs, had limited success in my earlier on stages, not enough to really sustain and be able to walk away from my job. But in 2009, I came across a company. I was able to go full-time in that company in about 3 to 4 months. I produced a full-time income, became the top producer in that company, and bringing in customers and also bringing in new team members. And I have not looked back since then. So I'm more than qualified to be able to give you these tips and these facts to help you to be a success in MLM. Now, the first thing that you really need to know and that I really want to emphasize on is, in order for you to be a success in MLM, you must first work on yourself and work the system. What do I mean by that? Well, successful people spend money on developing themselves, and that's by personal development, industry-related training, so on and so forth. And that is very important because a lot of us are coming from a corporate America background, so therefore we have that job mentality. But when you jump into the industry of network marketing, your whole mindset and the way that you do things and conduct yourself in business have to change, and that's not a skill set that you're gonna have right away when you first come into this industry. So therefore, you're gonna have to maybe spend some money on developing yourself, find a speaker to attach yourself to, such as a Jim Rohn, a Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Art Williams, just to name a few motivational speakers out there. There is some free information out there as well that you can get. A lot of these people have free calls every week. They also have podcasts that you can download to your iPod or listen to on your computer, such as Jeffrey Combs, just to name one of the speakers, which he's one of my favorites, and also Myron Golden, Darren Hardy, so on and so forth. Now, when you do that, that information will pay for itself once you become a person of influence, once you gain influence, because once you gain influence, you are going to attract people to you who also have influence, and they're going to attract people who they have influence over into your organization. Okay, so you will attract people to your business who have influence, and therefore the people you attract to have influence will bring the people that have influence over into your organization. Also, once you become a person of influence, you are able to speak with posture. You are able to have swag, like the young people say, and people will be able to discern whether or not you are a person of influence or not, and that will base their decision on whether or not you will be the type of person they want to partner and work with. Now, you have to look at this. Look at yourself like a baby out the womb. A lot of you all are new to the industry. Some of you guys have been in the industry for years, but you have not developed yourself. All right, you have not spent your time doing personal development, which I recommend that every single last one of you who are watching this video, the first thing that you should do when you get up in the morning, of course, is thank God that you woke up another day. Secondly, maybe get yourself together, hygiene, so on and so forth. Then do something to loosen up. Put on some personal development before you start working your business. Get in the right mindset. Listen to something that is going to empower you, something that's going to motivate you. Because once you get in the habit of doing that, you're going to be able to be more effective when you're working your business. So just like a baby, when a baby is born, a baby does not come out the womb knowing how to walk. That is a learned skill that baby learns over time as they grow up and as they age or get older. Same thing in network marketing. You know, most people are not going to come into this industry and be a superstar or come in and make $20,000-$30,000 overnight. It is not going to happen. You're going to have to develop the skill sets of a network marketer, learn this industry, work on yourself first, so that you'll be able to have that posture to be able to go out there and conquer the world. So make sure that you develop yourself, find yourself a personal development speaker that you can attach yourself to. There are several videos on YouTube. You can use Google, type in personal development, Tony Robbins, Jeffrey Combs, Jim Rohn, so on and so forth, and make that a part of your life. And the people that do that are the ones who are going to go on and be highly successful in this industry. Highly successful. So if you're serious about having success, make sure you follow these tips. All right. Now let's talk about a system. Again, make sure that you are following the system. And I have an acronym for system. And that is saving yourself time, energy, money, and stress. Make sure you write this down. Or if you missed this, make sure you watch this video again and make sure you take plenty of notes. Again, a system, what does it do for you? It is saving yourself time, energy, money, and stress. All right. Most companies and or teams have a system already in place that will lead you to success. So there's no need for you to reinvent the wheel. If you had all the answers already, you will already be a millionaire. Plain and simple. So if you are not a millionaire already, especially in the opportunity that you are involved in, don't reinvent the wheel. Follow the system that other successful people in your network marketing company are following, and you will have success as well. But first, work on yourself and work the system. It's really simple. It's a two-part formula. Work on yourself. When I say work on yourself, I mean work on developing yourself, your mindset. Work on becoming a better leader. Work on personal development and make that a part of your life. And work the system, and you will make crazy money. I promise you that. Now, the system will work all the time if you work it. So, true, you can work on yourself all day and you can have an incredible system in place. But if you don't work the system, then the system is not going to work for you. So make sure that you are working the system. There's no sense in you having all this knowledge in the world, or all the knowledge that your upline is giving you, your success line, your team leader, so on and so forth, and you're not going out there applying it to your business or applying it to your current situation. So make sure that you work the system, and it will work for you all the time. Don't try to explain the business, because you will mess up sometime. Also, make sure you believe in yourself and become a visionary. You have to believe in yourself even when other people don't believe in you. If I would have done what people said I should have done when I first got into this industry, I wouldn't be in the industry right now. I would have been quit a long time ago, still working fast food restaurant, which is nothing wrong with that if that's what you have to do to support your family and pay your bills. Nothing is wrong with that. But I desire something better for my life. I didn't want to see myself working in retail, fast food, or whatever I was doing for the rest of my life, because I knew God had something better for me, and I was going to do whatever it took to get that. So even when the people around you don't see the vision, even when the people around you don't believe in you, you need to believe not only in yourself, but believe in the company, the product, the service, whatever you are promoting. Because believe me, especially in this industry, you're going to have people who are what I call bipolar network marketing. They switch companies every day. One minute they want to do this, the next they want to do that, the next they want to do this, the next they want to do that. And they are going to approach you. They may even come at you and try to do a comparison between the two companies. Hey, this company is better. This company has a better compensation plan. This company this company that. So on and so forth. Well, let me tell you something. The grass always looks green on the other side. There's always going to be someone or a company better than your company, or a company, quote unquote, with a better compensation plan. Just like your spouse, if you're married, if you have a girlfriend or whoever, there's always going to be somebody that looks better than them. There's always going to be somebody that looks better than you. So if you try to compete with that, you are going to run yourself crazy and not end up going nowhere. You're going to go nowhere, truly. You're going to go nowhere fast. Okay? So make sure that you are focused, that you are not distracted by all these distractions out there, especially in network marketing, because there's people that are going to approach you. Believe in yourself, believe in your company, stay focused, become a visionary, and you will be successful. You will attract people who are successful, because leaders follow leaders. Leaders follow visionaries. If you don't have a vision, I'm not going to follow you. It's not going to be the blind leading the blind, because if you don't know where you're going, I'm definitely not going to follow you. All right. And if you all over the place, I'm not going to follow you. So believe in yourself, believe in the company, become a visionary. That is one of the most key components of success. If you do that, everything else will follow. Facts tells, story sells. All right. Facts tells, stories sell. All right. This is very important here, because you can have all the facts in the world about your business. You can know the compensation plan from A to Z. You can know the ingredients in the product, so on and so forth. But facts do not sell. Statistics show this. Stories sell. What are your results with that product or service? Are you on that product and service? How much money did that product or service save you if you own the service? How much weight did you lose taking that product if you're doing some weight loss product? So you have to create your own story. And if you don't have a story, use your success line story or your upline story until you create your own. But don't try to tell all the facts to your prospects, because you're not going to get anywhere doing that. You're just wasting breath, time, energy, and space. Make sure you follow the system, tell your story, redirect them to the system, which if you're on my team in my company, you know what that system is, and let us do all the selling and telling, or let your system do all the selling and telling about the facts about that business. And then you will see an increased overall conversion rate in the people that actually join you in business. So make sure that you note this and remember this. You have to be willing to be bad enough. You have to be willing to be bad long enough to get good. Very important. Some people quit way too early before they can actually get good. Everybody does not develop the same skill sets or have the same results in the same time frame. Believe me, it took me about 5 years to even see any success for real in network marketing. I mean, I've made some money before then, but the money that I did make, the bulk load of money, that did not last long at all in my earlier career. So I was back to square one really, really quickly. So it took me 5 years to be successful, really, to have some success that I can really talk about and really say that's tangible and that was sustainable and that is sustainable up until this date. So you have to be willing to be bad enough to get good. This is not going to be easy. You're going to have a lot of critics. You're going to have people that's going to say you in a pyramid. People just going to say it's a scam. You're going to have all these people denying you. Okay, you know, throwing out negative seeds, talking negatively to you. And a lot of those people are not even successful themselves. All right. So why would you take advice from someone that is not successful, that is not where you want to be, and quit and go back to what? Go back to what you were doing originally that got you looking for a business in the first place? That does not make sense to me. When you can surround yourself, it's very important that you surround yourself with like-minded people who have the same mindset, the same goals, the same vision, who will support you, who will empower you, and then you will get good. But again, first, before that can happen, you have to be willing to invest in yourself. When you join your business, your network marketing opportunity, whatever that is, you didn't invest in the company, you invested in you. All right. Now to keep tabs on that investment, to make that investment worthwhile, continue to invest in you. And the more you invest in you, the more influence you begin to obtain or gain. And then the more people you attract. And then the more people you attract, the larger your network get. And the larger your network get, the larger your team gets. And the larger your team gets, the larger your check gets. So it's all a chain reaction to what will happen if you work on you. But again, you cannot quit 1 month. 1 month is not enough time for you to get good. 2 months is not enough time. You have to be willing to sacrifice and go through the trenches to be able to get to riches. Everybody want to be rich. Everybody wants to be rich that I know. Well, the majority of the people anyway. But we don't want to go through the trials or the tribulation or whatever it is that you have to go through to be able to obtain those riches. That didn't just fall into these people's lap. They had to go through to get that. So you have to be willing to go through that rejection, because you are going to get that. All right. Everybody's not going to be receptive. If everybody was receptive to network marketing or opportunities in itself, then we'll have a lot more wealthy people in the world. Think about that. That's why you only have a small percentage of people who are actually successful in life, especially entrepreneurs, because not everybody are receptive to this. Some people are just complacent and comfortable with where they are. But you have to be willing, again, to be bad long enough to get good. And also, before I wrap up the video, here's an affirmation that I tell myself every day, especially when I'm faced with people in my family, so on and so forth, that is talking down about network marketing. And now I make a lot more money than a lot of them, so it's crazy. It's crazy how that paradigm shift. But anyway, this is what I tell myself. I will succeed no matter what. No matter if it's a good day, I will succeed. If it's an extremely bad day, I will succeed. I am focused. I will not be distracted. I will not be discouraged. I'm going to keep pressing until something good happens. And when something good happens, I'm going to keep pressing. So that's what I tell myself every day. All right. So find an affirmation to tell yourself something positive, something uplifting, something empowering, to empower yourself and to empower others that you're bringing into your network marketing company, and your checks will go through the roof. Again, this is Reginald Stinson. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.